Alrighty, today is going to be all about the J14. This is the J16. The fiasco that is still there. Still very prevalent with the issue. So I can't do anything about it until tomorrow. Going over to my buddy's shop, and we're going to really dig into this and figure out what is going on. I even went out and got just a complete new control set up today on Facebook Marketplace. So hopefully it works. This is a 10 pin. This is like not a 10 pin. So we got to figure that out. But I have faith in us tomorrow. I have a lot of faith. I got everything else in the mail for the J14, but I'm gonna go move this to the other garage and grab the J14 and bring it back over here. And we're gonna try and just get through this whole thing today. Maybe even get out on the water. We'll see what happens. This is the home of the J14. This is the one in question. There she is. Had a lot of fun out at the jetties with her yesterday, so I want to get back out there. In this video, we got a new jack plate so we can get rid of this kicker setup that's on here. Bring the motor a lot closer to the transom. Hopefully get some extra HPs on the top end. We're gonna move the controls to the right side. We're gonna take off the lean post and paint it. We're gonna move the whole center console forward, probably 8 to 10 inches. We got a lot going on in this video. I got a couple of boxes of EVA foam. I'm gonna take this off, repaint this black, take this off. We're gonna do a lot. A little, but a lot. Probably take the light bar off, take the bimini off. We'll see what happens. First things first though, gotta get it out of here. And this is gonna be the first time that I've actually tried to put the J16 in this garage. If you remember, I did a whole bunch of trailer work to try and get it just even able to fit in the garage. Ugh. Come on. And that was like over a week ago, I would say. And I still haven't tried it. So we're about to see right now if it works. A couple of skiffs, huh? Couple of skiffs. Bear with me. All right. At some point, I'm gonna figure something else out with this. It is very practical, but when you're going down the highway, it kind of bobs a little bit. Otherwise, trailer's in great condition. The whole motor, dude, everything is so nice. Purrs like a kitten. All right, let's see if this will fit back here. I have a couple garages here. Some are dedicated for work, some are dedicated for boat storage. Then I have some that are dedicated for household stuff. This one's like a mixture of both. I have my guitar in the corner and my MMA gear in those boxes. And then I have a bunch of Subaru STI parts over here. If you need anything for STI, I got a bunch of stuff. Side skirts, a whole front end. I got a bunch of stuff. But I measured, and to be honest, it should fit in here kind of diagonally. I'm gonna hope for the best. Dang, I can't wait to get this back on the water. This is huge. It actually does fit. I don't know why. The trailer is massive for this garage, but I guess if you do those adjustments on a J16, you got a big old heavy duty trailer like this, it will fit in a 20-foot garage. This is sick. Turn the motor a little bit so it can really cram in that corner. And we got a whole bunch of extra real estate. Wow. All right. Well, that takes a lot of stress off of me. To be honest, the past couple of days, I've been leaving the garage like halfway open with the trailer tongue sticking out. So this is huge. Very, very happy we did this. All right. I definitely like to just jump right into things. Sometimes I don't think everything out. So we might run into some issues. One being, we're gonna take the motor off of this bracket, but we need to just kind of keep it here because I don't want to disconnect any of the cables. So we just need to keep it here in kind of this position long enough for me to install the jack plate and close up the holes that are already there. So I'm gonna have to do everything solo. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to prop the motor up so it doesn't fall over and it doesn't mess up the keel while I do all that work. We'll figure that out as we go. I can start off with the easy stuff though. First, I'm gonna take off this lean post and maybe even just put a coat of paint on it for now. And then, does it snap? Yeah, it looks like it snaps in maybe. Might be able to slide that out and then just paint the whole thing. Keep the fish ruler up there maybe take it off, who knows. I'm gonna find a way to tuck that battery in there a lot better. And then controls to this side. I guess I can take that EVA foam out to get it warming up a little bit. It's not gonna take long, it's hot out here. I know in the last video I said I'm trying out a new color, and that is true. It is camo, but it's not the black and white camo that you're used to on this channel. We're going a little bit out of our comfort zone, but if we do everything right with painting the lean post black and everything, I think it'll come together in the end. I'm just using regular paint. I know that gel coat would serve us a lot better, but maybe even powder coat down here and gel coat up here, but time is limited. Is this factory or is this something that they did? Because this works just as well, riveting in some rubber. I don't know, Pinch Weld does a really good job too. Yeah, they have it over here as well. Probably factory, I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, let me open up these boxes, show you the colorway we have. Kind of like it. Olive green and black, diamond camo. I forget what it's called. It probably had a cool name. It looks like it deserves a cool name. I'm stoked. You guys already know the deal. Fold it the opposite direction so it flattens out really nicely for application. Dude, this is such a cool feeling. It's been a very long time since I've tried a new EVA flooring. This is a whole different company and everything. I'm stoked on it. I feel like a new guy. Feel like a new guy. Wow, right on. This humongous wasp keeps messing with me every day. Dude, back up. Back up, son. I'm trying to keep the peace around here, but if I gotta get the paddle out, you're getting swatted, buddy. You're getting swatted. Dude, on like a sunburn type of day, taking a stinger like that to like the love handle or something, boy. No, dude, he's back in. Ah! Okay, all right, buddy, all right. You got this one. You got this one. Come on, son, get out my house. You're in my house now. You're in my house now. Oh, little bob and weave. I have to try harder than that, buddy. Dude, get up out my house, man. Trying to keep the peace. No, he's back in. Oh, I missed. He's way faster than me. Way faster. Hold on. Let me switch hands. You don't want the right-handed paddle. You don't want the right-handed paddle, buddy. Come on, son. Come on. Come on. Oh, dude, he's off. Oh. Come on. No! Get out of my house. He keeps leaving and coming back. Dude, what you got in here? I got another box of EVA flooring to open, dude. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I got 2 rolls of this stuff, which is way more than I needed for the J14. I was trying to keep the peace. He keeps coming back. One of the maintenance guys saw me trying to whack him with the paddle, and he dropped this off just in case. I don't want to have to do him like that. I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's even in here right now. He keeps coming and going. But I'm gonna try and keep the peace as long as I can. But now, got me a little ammunition. Whoa, he's right there. Ah, dude. Dude, I don't want to do it to you, but I might have to. He's going off into the distance, but then he just comes and beelines it back in here like I owe him money or something. I don't want to have to kill him. I don't want to have to, but we'll see. The saga continues. For right now, though, I'm just gonna start taking everything off that I can. Got a bunch of wires. Oh, I guess except for the nav lights. Pretty good wiring job on this job, whoever did it. Unlike the J14, everything in here is nice and neat. But yeah, I'm gonna take off the bimini top. I'm not sure if it's gonna make its return or not, but at least for right now. Is this even bolted down? No, it's just screwed in. You know, I'm still not sold on it yet. It might make its return, but we will see. I'm gonna go around and just start taking everything off to get it ready for this EVA foam. Today is also giveaway day for this Minn Kota 45-pound thrust transom mount trolling motor. Runs like a dream, brand new. Today is the last day, so hopefully you entered. All you had to do is comment on, not this video, not the last video, I guess 2 videos ago. All you had to do is comment. That was it. Literally just leave a comment and you're entered to win. And tonight, me and my wife are gonna pick the winner. It's gonna be a fun time at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm not sure when this video is gonna be uploaded, but tonight's the night. Very excited about it. I've been extremely excited about it for the past couple of days. I can't wait to give back to one of you guys. So yeah, but that's today. Where is my drill? Over here. Just gonna hit all the ones that I can just see. I can see this one, this one. I'm gonna have to lift it up to get that other one. See, I'm new to the bimini game. I didn't know you just take this out. Cool. So I don't have to completely rid the system. I can kind of just leave it on standby. Okay. Crazy. It's like a night and day difference just with taking the bimini off. It's like it just opened up so much space. Go ahead and take this out. Not for long though. We're getting back out there, trust me. We're getting back out there. Might not be today, but at least tomorrow. No matter what, we're getting back out there. Got a ground wire, interesting. All right, let's see, what else? What's next? Rod holders. I'm gonna take the rod holders off now. It took me forever to find my little square bit, but we finally got the first rod holder off. I'm gonna go around. I don't think there's that many. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 total. So easy money. Get off there. Come on. There we go. All right. Move this to the side a little bit. Nah. Not reusing this hardware, so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as they come out. Come on. There we go. All right. Those are out of there. One more. Got all the rod holders off. This is the only spot that I have to worry about. I'm gonna sand it down a little bit and get the rust look out of there. These are fine because it's gonna be covered in the EVA foam. So I don't have to worry about anything on the front deck. I don't have to worry about this spot or that spot or that spot or that spot. I don't gotta worry about it at all. Just cover it up. Back here though, that's an eyesore for sure. I'm gonna have to sand that down. It'll come right off though. Next up is the lean post, which is honestly my favorite part of the J14. I think it's super cool and it was really comfortable yesterday. I'm gonna measure the distance between like right here and the steering wheel so that when I move everything up, I'll remember exactly the distance because I think it's set up perfectly. So I'm gonna do that next. This is rough. I've been trying to figure out how to get this off for the better part of probably 45 minutes now. Obviously this is the slide in, but I can't take that off because there's a screw under the cushion right here. And I can't slide it off on the bottom because it's like this clamp is right here holding the upholstery down to the bottom side. But I can't unscrew these nuts because they're bolted through right here. So in theory, you would take this off and then you would unbolt those and it would come off because that's how you would put it on, I would assume. I mean, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna keep cracking away at this, but I have no idea. Like, I don't wanna break anything because it looks so nice as it is. So I also don't wanna like do a cheap paint job just around the cushion and everything. I wanna take the cushion off so I can get in all the crevices and everything. You can see I've been trying stuff, but I don't know. I believe I got it. I reached my arm in here with a crescent wrench and got this. Dude, it was pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. But now I can kind of take this off. Okay, now it should slide out. There we go. All right, perfect. Now I just gotta clean this up and then start painting. Literally, if this screw wasn't there, that would have been very easy. So when I put it back together, I'm just gonna put one screw over here and one over here. That way I can just move the cushion back and unscrew it, fold it down, and then be able to, you get what I'm saying. All right. Couple of cans of the Ultra Matte should do the trick. Got it over here on my paint stand. First coat is done. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit, hit it with another coat, let it dry, and then flip it over and do the bottom or the underneath. But I think it's coming out sick. Back here, obviously you don't want to scorch your skin on some black fiberglass in the sunshine. So I might hit it with a piece of Like unscrew these rod holders and hit it with a piece of EVA foam to match, and then put the rod holders back through. Kind of bring it all together. We'll see. Figure while the paint booth's open, take off this top hatch, get it over there to paint. Just came through with the scraper and got most of the stuff from around the hatch. Now I kind of got to do my least favorite task. I guess it's a hot day. This stuff might come off rather easy, given that it's like 100 degrees out. Oh man. Okay. We'll see if this comes off in one piece. Got really lucky that it came off in one piece. Also, the good part is that I can kind of stick it to the ground because it is a, I thought it was a perfect square, but definitely not. So, can't use that. I was gonna use it as a template, but not a chance. There you go. I mean, to be honest, it's really clean up here. I don't even know if I'm gonna put another patch of EVA on there. I might, but maybe not. Just painted the hatch, just flipped over the lean post, painted underneath. So I'm pretty sure everything that needs to be painted is pretty much done for right now. Might throw a coat of black paint on the wheels just to spice things up on the trailer. But at least this is done for now. For the wheels, I might actually swap out the matte for the gloss black farm and implement. Everything starts to change quite a bit when you throw a coat of black paint on it. Things are looking good. I'm considering taking out the jack plate, putting it together, and then painting that black before I put it on as well. I'm gonna keep that in mind for now. And what I'm gonna do next is move the controls over to the right side, which is pretty easy stuff. It's just bolted on to this metal piece, take it off, take this part off, flip it over, put it on the other side. Easy enough, hopefully. I've done it on Yamaha controls and Suzuki controls. I'm sure it'll be just the same. See, there's just a 12mm bolt right in there. Crack it loose and flip it over. Running into a little bit of an issue. You have to take this plate off so you can move the tilt controls through to the other side, because otherwise they're hanging out over here. Unless I can just bend them and just have them like that. Regardless, what I'm saying is this bolt is like seized in there and stripped just like it was on the Suzuki controls. So I would like to properly do it, but let me see if I can just bend it to the other side. These cables are just excessively long, and having them on this side is gonna make it bunch up even more back here. I'm definitely moving it up more, the center console up forward more, but these are still very long. like long enough I could probably put the center console up on the front deck. But I gotta take this rod holder off to even fit it over here. I might keep this rod holder and just throw it on the other side. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be sticking out far enough, so I'm gonna make my own spacers with a nut and a rubber washer just to get it a little further away from the bar. I don't remember it being like that on the left side. There were no washers over there, and it's literally the same exact thing, just flipped. But I'm gonna add my own little thing. Okay, off camera, I drilled another hole, and that's kind of my spacer setup. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I had to get it away from this bar just a little bit. Now we can move on to the next thing, which I guess I'm gonna lift up this center console and then start getting some EVA foam down. Very excited for that part. It's always my favorite part. If you watch a lot of these videos, I'm definitely a big EVA foam guy. So I'm gonna clean everything up out of here. There's some sand and stuff from yesterday in the back. Clean everything up, lift up that center console, lift up this rigging cover, and get the first matting down. Very exciting. It kind of seems like it would be too far forward, but to be honest, if you are sitting up in the front, not a bad spot right here. Have your feet right here, eat a snack right here. Pretty chill right here. And with the lean post back here, we're gonna have all this real estate back in the back of the Carolina skiff. So I think this might be where it ends up, but for now I gotta figure out how to lift it up to get this EVA foam down. This is kind of what I came up with. I didn't want to unhook anything. Also, while I was gone, I made a mistake. I got impulsive and I had a little bit of an idea. Bad. It ended up pretty bad. I was just gonna paint the sides of these cushions because this ribbing was the same, like teal, blue, green, whatever color. So I was just gonna paint the sides and the ribbing, but I guess my tape line didn't do a very good job. And yeah, looks terrible. Looks terrible, but you make mistakes. I don't know, like, I didn't even get it all. But things are coming together over here, so a little bit of good with the bad. This sheet is actually perfect size too, similar to the J14 build. I'm not gonna have to cut it down at all. I can just get it on there and then kind of round out the corners and make it look pretty good. Very, very happy with how this is looking. Looks like we need to come over just a hair. What do you think? It's looking all right. Oh yeah. I think that's the money. For right now, I'm just gonna say it's user error, but this whole top line, the liner was just coming off like by little itty bitty piece by piece. and it usually doesn't do that. I said I was using a different company, so I'm not, for right now, I'm just gonna say it's user error because I had it sitting over there in the sun or something. But we will see, we will see. I'm gonna let you know. I just went ahead and put it down. Taking time to just flatten it out, make sure there's good connection, good adhesion. Rounded off the corners. And then back here, I kind of squirreled it up a little bit with squirrely edge, just for the bilge pump. I didn't want to have to lift it up. Looks all right. Now I'm gonna drop the center console and put that in place. Got the center console pretty much where I want it. The space up here, just in between the center console and the front deck, to me is not as important as the space back here. Because yesterday I was pretty much locked onto the lean post anyway. I don't have a trolling motor up there just yet, but for weight distribution, I think it forward like this is gonna be pretty on the money. Looks pretty good too, especially with the lean post when it gets back in here. Ooh boy. Off camera, I came over here and I cleaned up everything. I bolted down the center console and I cleaned up the wiring harness the best that I could. I painted the rigging cover black, but it's not deep enough to hold down all of the wires, so I just put some cloth around it and zip tied it. That's just for now. I have no idea if I'm going to sort through the wires and make a way for that to fit. I'm not 100% sure. And then this is on here. The lean post is all black. It looks great, but it looks kind of cheesy whenever, where did I put it? Oh, the cushion. It looks kind of cheesy. I tried to help it the best I could with a piece of electrical tape, which definitely makes it look better. So if I can clean up that line, I think we'd be in better shape. But I mean, even just the white alone, I feel is not my favorite. I'm almost considering putting some EVA foam on it instead of the cushion, but I don't know. You're kind of taking the comfort and the luxury out of it. But regardless, I'm gonna have to call it quits for right now. We kind of got a lot done, we kind of didn't, but I have to call it quits for tonight because I got to go inside and do the giveaway. Or I might call the wife out here and do the giveaway right out here. Might do it in the J14, who knows. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up day 1 and just send this into a day 2. Oh, last thing, I went and put electrical tape over these open connections like I said I would. I'm gonna finish this line going all the way down just to keep everything black back here. And then we gotta figure out what to do with the cables. What to do, I have no idea at this point. I just don't know. I mean, it might just have to zip tie them together with the steering cable back here. I don't know. These are like multiple feet too long. Whatever, going into day 2. All right, it's day 2. Slept on a bunch of things, thought about a bunch of things. Very excited about a bunch of things. There's something that I want to show you. It might drive some of you crazy, but my options here are kind of slim. All right, so after letting this sit out all day yesterday, literally I don't even feel the paint. I don't feel it at all. It's still soft. Obviously black is not what you would want to be sitting on the middle of like offshore or whatever. But dude, my options are slim because this looks terrible and I don't know how to fix it. So we're gonna paint the whole thing black. I know. It's not ideal, but we're in a pickle here. All right. And then thinking about what to do with these cables. they're not terrible down here like this. Figure out a way to maybe just run them along this side wall. They're really not in the way. So I'll figure that out. First things first, gotta put a coat of paint on here, and then we're gonna jump up to putting some matting on the front deck. This is gonna hurt my feelings so bad if it doesn't work, but we're getting desperate out here. So we're gonna put a nice thick coat of black, let it sit, let it dry, get all soft again. Another coat, let it dry, get all soft again. Man, I hope this works. It's probably gonna be so cringy in hindsight if it doesn't work. It'll look sweet on the boat though. The big white cushion probably was gonna look out of place. But dude, I can't like stress to you enough, the sides feel normal. I thought it would feel sticky or feel like it was painted or something. But truthfully, I don't feel anything on the sides. It's still nice and soft. And I was trying like stretch it and it wasn't really cracking. So I'm not sure. I've never done this before. Let me do it before I recommend if you should do it or not. You know, give me a couple days with some like wet board shorts on the boat to see if this even works or not. Because it might like rub off or something. But the reason I thought of this also is because I was trying to get off the overspray like that was all around here, and dude, it wasn't coming off. Not a chance it was coming off. So I was like, dude, if that's not coming off, then I might as well just spray it all if it's not coming off. I will say this Florida sun does wonders for spray painting stuff outside, because your time in between coats is basically nothing. It all dries so fast. Helps bake it on there too. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a couple coats. And then, I mean, dude, I've never crossed my fingers this hard ever in my life. Staying optimistic. We'll see. That's what it's all about. Staying optimistic. Getting a little squirrely, but hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? While that cushion is drying, we're gonna get to work on the EVA foam up here. I've had it laying out pretty much all day yesterday and overnight. So hopefully it lays down nice and flat. Let's see if we can wrangle this. Okay. Probably gonna have to do two strips this way. Oh, maybe one strip, just like this. Boom. Wow, okay. Perfect size, how you doing? Come on. Because I'm not gonna go all the way to the edges with this one. I'm gonna go within the groove right here, all the way around. That way, at least for now, I don't have to take off the light bar and take off all this other hardware, or even take off the whole top cap like I did for the J14. I think I'm gonna leave everything bare on the outside rim and just put it on the inside. So one strip is enough. I'm gonna do a little more than I usually do, and I'm gonna go under and just trace the edge at least, so I'm not wasting a bunch of extra EVA. I usually just chop it, but now because there's a couple other places that I want to throw some foam, I'm gonna do it the right way. It's for sure to be noted that I haven't seen that big old wasp today. Still early in the day, but I haven't seen him. When we were doing the giveaway last night, he was messing with the wife, so I almost had to give him one. I still don't want to kill him yet. I just want him out of here. I want to relocate the old boy, but last night he's coming for the wife and baby. Almost had to get him for good. I think there's a nest over here. I saw it last night. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, right over here. Right up here. Ooh. I don't know, I might have to relocate the old nest. This is my land, boy. This is my house. After second thought, I am gonna take everything off. I'm not gonna take the whole top cap off. I'm just gonna take the cleats off and the bimini strap mounts things. I'm gonna take those off. I wanna do this right. I want it to look good. I want it to look stellar. This is what I'm saying. I try to do things right and I get nipped in the butt. This is obviously bolted from the bottom. But brother, how do you want me to get these out? Because look, obviously when I spin the bottom, we're spinning up top. I already tried to wedge a flathead in there and it's just not getting enough grip to stop that nut. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Try to do things right. I might as well just stick to my squirrely ways. I'm gonna do some more thinking, all right? Is there a skiff that I can work on where I don't have to get out the angle grinder? Is there one? I don't know. I cut these notches pretty deep and I got the old Milwaukee out and it's just not deep enough to grip it. Not to mention the bolts underneath are rusty, so that doesn't help at all. I'm gonna have to dig out a pretty deep groove before I try it again. Yes, sir. Got lucky on the first one. The second one, not so much. It seized on there pretty bad. I'm gonna keep working at it, but dude, my optimism is running low. This melted plastic stuff, a little piece came off and it got on my finger like a little over a week ago. I forget which project it was on. And it burned my skin so bad. I had like a huge bubble across my finger for like, dude, a long time. I'm still kind of recovering from it. What happened to that bolt? Is it even still here? What's going on? What's going on? Is it under there or is the head of the bolt? I don't know, dude. It's still under there. It's just under some goop. My water cooler is out of commission for a little while until I get a new relay for the cold portion. That's just how hot it gets out here. We're breaking relays. And in the water jug thing. But I got the Yeti out here with some Powerade Zero and a bunch of bubblies. And I'm probably gonna kill my half of a Powerade Zero right now because boy, it is a scorcher outside. It's rough out here. Last night I was getting all woozy out here. I don't know if I was just like not timing my water breaks enough or what, but dude, I'm staying on it today. When I was trying to clamp on with the vice grips over there and it like snapped, like popped my thumb pretty bad. It's turning black and blue. I just wanted to say, haven't been able to feel the tip of my thumb since that happened. It's probably been 30 minutes since, and that's just annoying because I got to use the old thumb. Also, out of the corner of my eye, I just saw old boy. I don't know where he's at right now, but I saw him creep in here. Dude, working with this thing would be the worst time to get zapped by the old wasp. Would be the absolute worst time. y'all might hear me say swear word for the old first time. Dude, I'm about to beat this off with a hammer. I'm gonna get this bolt out and then just go start whacking it, dude. Dude. All of that just for a cleat, dude. I was trying to go easy with it and keep it clean cut at the beginning because I thought I was going to reuse it for some reason. But there's 2 up here, so I don't necessarily need one right there. There's 2 in the back also. Dude, 4 is all you need. Especially when you have a lean post or this thing on the center console. I usually just tie a line to one of these metal pieces. Regardless, I figured I'll just take it off, but even taking it off took some time. These are the things that, like, you tell your wife, oh, I'm just gonna be outside for like an hour. And then 2 hours later, she calls and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I've literally gotten nothing done. Like, I've been battling a cleat for the whole time I've been out here. It's atrocious. But it'll be worth it in the end when we have EVA foam stretching all the way to the sides of the deck. So it'll all be worth it in the end. Let me clean all this stuff up so I can get ready to start laying down some foam. I have the deck pretty much done. Put the cleats back on. It's looking pretty good. I left the satisfying part for you guys, which is cutting out the square for the hatch. I'm gonna do that in a second. I put the lean post in here so I can take these rod holders out and put EVA foam along this back side. But I was just looking at it and I was like, even like, this is a J14, a 14-foot Carolina skiff. And even with just moving the center console forward, you have so much real estate still. Like, you can leave it just like this and go, you know, diving, scalloping. Like, the real estate that you can build on this boat is insane. I know with the last J14, I was saying the same thing because I didn't put a bench back here. I just used the cooler and I could just move the cooler out of the way. And if you remember in the magnet fishing videos looking for the trolling motor, it was really nice. It was pleasant. There was so much room back here. It's super stable. So with just how it is right now, kind of makes me want to go back to the jetties just like this and just be able to walk around back here and not really worry about bumping into stuff too much. But just for the aesthetic and a little bit of the comfort on the ride, I'm gonna finish the lean post and put it back in there. But I mean, I could easily put a cooler right there and call it a day. The hatch is on. It looks nice. I'm using this spray paint can to kind of get that EVA foam down around this like lip It's working nicely. You just want to make sure you have good contact everywhere. If you do it right, this EVA foam lasts a good long time. I'm happy with how this EVA foam looks, dude. I never take chances on EVA foam. I always play it safe. I always get the stuff that I always use. But dude, this might be the next new thing. All right, if you remember that fiasco getting this off, it sure was a hassle getting it back on as well. Made it a lot easier by only putting one screw here and one screw here in that guide for the back thing. But dude, looking pretty killer. I'm happy with it. I'm happy that it's black. It's gonna match all the other stuff. Just who knows if it's gonna be too hot. But look, dude, it's super soft. Super soft. So it doesn't feel painted at all. I'm gonna leave it out in the sun a little bit more. I haven't screwed it down yet. I gotta measure out precisely where I want this. Pretty cool. Fully bolted down now. We're pretty much, as far as the interior, pretty much all done. I mean, we didn't do much, but night and day difference. This is crazy. I actually literally forgot my favorite part. The dock lines. Switching out the old crusty, dusty, beige, off-white, discolored dock line for some fresh new. Dude, get off. See, that stuff's pretty good. Switching out for the new black dock lines is a huge upgrade, in my opinion. And like I said before, this is my favorite part because you know we're coming to the end and things are starting to look cool. What's your opinion? Like, if this cushion goes well, maybe I paint this cushion black, maybe I paint the speakers black, maybe, like, there's a lot of things on here that I feel could be black and it would kind of bring it all back together. I'm about to put these dock lines on though, and I'm just gonna keep thinking about it. I have the back dock line tied to the front cleat and the front one tied to the back cleat, just to keep them out of the way when I'm on the highway. But I mean, even this looks kind of cool. Just adding little black accents everywhere, like doing a little does a lot, I guess. I don't know. I care about these things. I think they're pretty cool. Whatever. I need to put electrical tape around this thing. Before I do this electrical tape, the wife just got here, so I'm gonna go inside and eat lunch. I think it's like 2 o'clock right now. If we play our cards right, get back outside, do the jack plate, we might be able to get on the water today. I don't know, but I'm hungry. I'm gonna go inside. Lunch was good. Back to work. I thought I was gonna have to put this together, but it's already put together, which is pretty sweet. So now I gotta think, I think I'm gonna paint it for sure. So I'll go do that while I start figuring out how to get this off the back of this boat right now. Yeah, let me get into that. It is absolutely 7 million degrees outside right now. The good thing is that this is really good quality. I'm actually shocked. Just straight off of Amazon, already put together in the box. Very nice thick metal. Happy with it so far. I'm adjusting this before I put the final coat of paint on it. Dude, my spray paint can rolled away about 50 feet. Not always a huge deal, but when it's this hot outside, dude, little things will make you aggravated. Stay. Finished adjusting it and tightening it down on the sides. The only thing that I would say is that it seems like it was freshly machined, so it's extremely sharp. I've already nicked my thumb and nicked my hand pretty bad. It's just pretty sharp, so just be careful. Moving on to just getting the motor off. It looks like just some simple nuts. That should be easy. This also looks like it should be easy if these aren't seized, which they don't look to be. So taking these 2 bolts off to get the motor off. I don't imagine it's bolted on anywhere else, which is crazy. These 2 is all that was holding on when we were at the jetties, which is just crazy to think about. But I'm gonna get those nuts out, get these off, lift the motor up, and just kind of lean it. Like put some stuff on the ground so I can rest it on the keel and just kind of lean it right here while I'm working. And I guess hoping for the best. I might have to cruise over to Home Depot to get some hardware. I don't know if I have any in my stash, but I might take this off first so that if I have to patch these holes, I can get to work on that, so that I can be curing while I'm out at Home Depot. Using some spare EVA foam just to protect the keel when I lay it down. Hopefully this goes well. Again, I've been anxious about this all day. I know Tohatsus are pretty light, so I'm hoping for the best here. And on top of the keel guard thing, I also brought a life jacket out. I'm gonna try and just lean it right here against the fire extinguisher. I've been sitting here trying to psych myself up for this for a little while now, so I'm just gonna go for it. Stuff like this used to be light work for the kid, but ever since being diagnosed with heart failure and everything, like not only is it just like really hard to walk upstairs, but taking outboards off and everything is like a different animal. You know, it is what it is though. If I got to take a break for a while after this and catch my breath, then I'll do what I gotta do. But no more talking, let's get to walking. That was, I guess, easier than I thought it would be. Not easy, but I guess easier than I thought it would be. This thing is not light. I thought for sure it'd probably be light, maybe, I don't know. She's sliding. I need to get this in place a little better before I can walk away from it. After looking over everything, I mean, other than these just being some 13mm nuts holding on the motor, essentially, I mean, it seems pretty sturdy. Who knows? I'm taking it off just to be safe, but seems like it would have been all right. I'm gonna use that for the new jack plate also. I mean, they were in there for sure. There's a lot of safety in more surface area being covered, and just the difference in surface area alone is wild. She doesn't look as cool off the boat. Dang, I mean, the whole boat doesn't look as cool right now. Sheesh. Keeping this as simple as possible for those holes in the transom. Cutting up a bunch of fiberglass cloth. And then I'm gonna put some resin in here, mix it up, and get it all in the holes. And then I'm gonna put some like quarter-sized pieces of matting over that to hopefully get a good structure. Some people just caulk these, but I'm actually gonna glass them over, and just to make sure we don't take on any water. Just finished glassing those holes to my liking. It looks pretty good. It took to it pretty well. So I'm gonna let the Florida heat do its job while I'm going to Home Depot and grabbing some 1/2-inch bolts. She's coming along. I fired up the truck probably 15-20 minutes before I got in here with the AC blasting, and boy, is that the saving grace. I've been cranking it out here. Just got this jack plate on. She's on there good, boy. I mean, don't zoom in, don't zoom in. Got a little squirrely here and there, but she's on there good. She's on there good. Went ahead and threw some EVA foam on that steel plate. It was kind of too short, so I had to cut notches in it and kind of fit it in there. It's like a big washer. Dude, she's on there. Now I can put the motor back on and hope that all goes well. This is some type of like musician stand, but I use that underneath to kind of prop up the jack plate to get it all square and in line. I use this thing for everything though. When I'm not using it for anything specific, I have my box fan on it, but I mean, it's come in handy multiple times. There was one point that I was working on the jack plate and literally the motor just started to slide and almost fell. Luckily I caught it at the last second. And then I just kind of draped over a piece of foam right here just to kind of add some friction so it wouldn't slide all over the place. But yeah, dude, EVA foam works for everything. I can say that was the first time I've ever dropped a motor, but I mean, it probably won't be the last. I just finished up the boat, took my time on the rest of everything. That jack plate gave me some trouble. Because I guess the machining was like a little bit off. So the bolt holes to like bolt the motor to the jack plate were a little bit off, so I had to drill new holes, and it was a fiasco. And I mean, I dropped the motor, so I was kind of skittish the rest of the time, but we're done. Aside from me having to clean up my mess, we are done. So I'm gonna show you now. Boom. Doesn't look like too much, I guess, but I mean, I've been right up close with it, so maybe I need to step back and see everything we've done. The jack plate, night and day difference. It still looks pretty cool. Still looks pretty all right. I'll show you the damage that I put on the motor. Just a crack right here. It didn't go all the way to the top, so it's just like a crack right here. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with that at some point, but I just put some duct tape right here so water doesn't intrude. I still have to cut off the trailer bunks. We got black wheels. We blacked out a bunch of stuff. Blacked out the lean post, which I think is pretty sweet. I touched it multiple times today. At one point it got pretty hot, but not so hot that you couldn't like splash some water and take care of it. We put some EVA up here on the lean post. EVA pretty much throughout everywhere. We moved the center console forward. The lean post moved it forward. Painted the hatch black, EVA foam up top and on the floor. Let's see, black dock lines. I'll talk about those till the day I die. I think that's such a huge upgrade. Let's see what else. We moved the controls to the right side. What do we got? This thing right here was down and now I put it up. I think it looks a lot cooler that way. I put EVA foam even back here. We cleaned up all of the wiring underneath, tucked the battery deep in there. We put some cloth around all the rigging because we couldn't mount it down with that rigging cover that was on here previously. The EVA foam that I put on here absolutely just glued to the keel or the foot. So I'm gonna have to hit that with some Goo Gone, let it sit overnight probably. As far as the cables, I zip tied a cable right here, and just so it would still be on the ground, I zip tied it to the lean post as well, just to keep it kind of streamlined back here. It doesn't really bother me. I know it looks kind of silly with the steering cable out here and the controls right here. And I mean, this is kind of just a mess over here. Let me see, what can I do about that? What can I do about that? Let me see. At some point I'll figure out how to just get these wires over to this side, but for now it's not a huge deal. Let's see. Kept the light bar. I think it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna fish this like a inshore fishing boat or if I'm just gonna keep going to the jetties. So the light post instead of the or the light bar instead of a trolling motor for a couple days isn't gonna hurt anybody. These speakers are just so cool. Sometimes like I just sit in the house and I just like fantasize about just bolting out for a cruise just to listen to the music on this boat. I like the 3 kickers are so good. They sound so good. Potentially like one of the loudest J14s out there. I mean, I don't know exactly what they did, but there's like I guess there is I don't know. The speakers are just really, really good. They're so loud and they have like some beef to them, some like sub sound. But yeah, dude, I'm happy with this EVA foam. It makes me want to go diving, like spear fishing. I don't know why. Also, remember earlier in the video when I said that there's just so much real estate back here without the lean post? Like, that's true. Like, I'm almost like sad that the lean post is in there. I kind of just want to stand and drive and then have a lot of space back here to do activities and whatnot. But yeah, I always have this vision of just sitting on the side with my dive gear and just tipping over on a J14. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe I used to dive off a J14 in another life. We left the stickers on, the big bonefish, little bonefish, salt or live salty up on the windshield, and then the fish reaper got a little covered up. Oh, we also fiberglassed all the holes that were there previously so we don't get any water intrusion. Yeah, man, if there's anything I forgot, you know, I don't know. I'm not mentioning everything. I guess I moved this over here. So we have one, two, three rod holders total. I'm not mad about that. I really enjoy how close this is to the front. Like I said before, you can just sit right here and eat a snack, or you can sit right here and prop your legs up and be really, really, really comfy for a cruise. I think I'm just gonna end it right there. I mean, with the jack plate, it says it's a 6-inch jack plate. I'm not sure if I believe it. It looks more like 4 or 5, but I bolted it to the lowest one, and I don't know. We're pretty much at a good level when I have it all the way down, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm excited to get out there. I might cruise back out tomorrow to the jetties or something, cast a couple lines, blast around. I don't know, dude. I love this boat, dude. I love it. I'm so happy with how it came out. It just makes me want to blast off, like literally. I think I am gonna go and get another one of those fish rulers and probably put it right here. If I can get a black one, I think that would be sweet. I'm gonna go tomorrow and look around strike zone. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. I don't know, I might keep this one for a little bit and have a little fun. Might sell the J14 once that's up and running, and keep this one, because I mean, dude, I'm solo out here anyway. Might as well just have a fun blaster. Dude, this was a long one, so if you stayed to the end, if you stayed till this point, you're a legend for sure, dude. Got a little squirrely. The saga with the wasp is to be continued, man. I haven't seen him for a little while today, but I mean, I guess he might hibernate through the evening time. I'm not sure. Regardless, he didn't give me too much trouble today like he did yesterday. The only big whoopsie today was dropping the motor, but you know, oh my god, dude, he's right there. He just flew by. Right, you know, speak of the devil, man. But yeah, looks pretty sick from the rear. This hydrofoil is sick. Props in really good condition. The whole motor's just in really good condition, so I guess I had to crack it just so it would be on brand with how we do things around here. Can't have anything too nice. Keep it a little squirrely, cracked. Keep it a little crunchy, a little crusty, dusty. Yeah, it's time to go inside and eat dinner. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a step away from the canvas for a second. I'm gonna take a peek at the sunset, get my mind off this J14 for a second, and then give it a good look. I think it looks pretty good, man. I'm happy with everything that we did. There's actually not anything that we did that I would have not done, like in hindsight. Even this cushion up here, I'm really happy with how that came out. I would never have known that this was white previously. I never would have known that there was that teal blue seafoam like color on this thing. Never would have known. It feels just as soft, feels good and comfy. The black came out nicely, 2 coats of that. Kept this one white. It just snaps on right there. If everything goes well, I might paint that black, but who knows. I'm trying to figure out what to put right here. Maybe right here I'll put a solar panel. It definitely wouldn't hurt. I only have 1 battery on this boat, so I mean, solar panel would probably do it justice. Maybe go cruise Amazon for a little bit, find a solar panel that fits nicely right there. One last look at her before I go in for dinner. Oh, I'm also happy that we took the hardware off of the front deck and put the EVA foam all the way to the sides. I gotta figure out where to put this boat tonight. All the garages are pretty much taken, and this garage is just kind of messy, and I don't really feel like cleaning it up. Maybe I'll just keep it hooked up to the truck. It'll keep me more motivated to get out there tomorrow at an earlier time. But dude, bingo. this is the end of a project. It didn't get as bad as the J14. Technically, we didn't have to do as much as the J14, so it is what it is. It got a little dicey out here, got a little dehydrated for sure. I had to run inside and take a shot of salt water at one point, which is pretty, like, having heart failure and whatnot. You get into weird predicaments because you need a lot of salt to stay hydrated out here in the Florida heat, but with heart failure you can't have that much salt. So I don't know, they want me to stay inside and not work so I don't have to go crazy on the salt, but I don't know, man. I can't stay away from these skiffs for too long. I start going a little crazy, so I don't know what's worse. Regardless, I think it's Sunday night right now, so I hope you had a good weekend. We sure had a good weekend. I had a lot of fun with that giveaway yesterday. And dude, still haven't heard from Vinny. Still haven't heard from Vinny. He's the one who won the trolling motor. Somebody reach out to Vinny. I've messaged him on a couple different platforms and I haven't heard from him. I went cruising on his channel though. Seemed like such a good guy. Like, so, you know, breaks my heart that I can't give everybody a trolling motor, but I'm happy that he got the trolling motor. So, dude, Vinny, if you're watching this, hit me up. Hit me up, brother. I got a trolling motor for you. All the electric tape around there, around here, just kind of cleaned things up a little bit as I went. So I'm happy, very happy, very, 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 very happy. I'm excited to get out there tomorrow. I'm gonna quit yapping. You know how I get at the end of these videos. I sure do appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys to death. I'm excited to talk to you guys in the comments. I don't know. I think that's it. I don't think I have much else. Dude, appreciate you guys for watching. Every like, every subscription, every comment, dude, means the world to me. Changing my life and my family's life literally on a day-to-day basis. You guys got me super excited about life, and I can't thank you guys enough. I'm gonna kill the video right here. Time to go in and eat. I said that already, but now I'm gonna stay true to that. Yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. See you guys in the one tomorrow, the next one. Peace.